This week, we draw near to Holy Week and the events of Jesus' Passion, His arrest, crucifixion, and death. All of these events took place in the city of Jerusalem. After Jesus entered the city in a joyful parade led by palms, the mood quickly turned. And by week's end, Jesus met his death in a place that was then outside the city, but today is commemorated here at the Church of the Holy Sepulchre, a church that is more than 1,500 years old. Even though most of what we see in this part of Jerusalem today was built centuries after Jesus' time, Christian visitors still come here from all over the world to retrace the steps of Jesus by visiting sites like this one. You can even see centuries of Christian graffiti. The marks seems to say, "Remember that I was here." For all of these centuries, from the time of Jesus until now, a local Christian presence has lived in the Holy Land, who see it as their calling to safeguard the holy sites of our Christian story and to welcome pilgrims from every land who come to pray and worship here. It is not easy to be a Christian in the Holy Land. Recent years have seen an increase in anti-Christian attacks, and most Christians, as Palestinians, face the ongoing pressure and dangers of the occupation. Yet, they take comfort in the reminder that Jesus too lived under occupation as a Palestinian Jew. Jesus too knew what it was to lose his freedom and his life to a powerful state, Rome. This church, built to remember the place of Jesus' suffering and death, reminds us that wherever people are suffering, Jesus is there with them. The way of Jesus led not to an emperor's throne and not to a warrior's seat, but to the cross and beyond.
The journey to the cross that Jesus took was different from the earthly thoughts that the world offers us. Jesus was a king, but a different kind of king. A king that came to serve, not to be served. To die, so we can live. To suffer, so that we don't feel alone or abandoned. It is through the cross that Jesus made it possible for us to feel loved, to feel that we can make it through this chaotic life. Today, for us Palestinian Christians, we live in a really difficult time. Our faith is challenged, or it is even shaken. But what keeps us going is the hope that Jesus brings us. So death and sin are not the end, but through faith there is life. As Palestinians, we believe that through the cross there is life. We believe that Jesus is suffering with us. Jesus crying out, "Father, forgive them, for they do not know what they are doing." Jesus is working hard with us and through us to end the suffering, because even when we are tired and can barely breathe, we hear Jesus whispering to us, "Do not be afraid, because I am with you. I am with you so you can continue to be light in the midst of darkness, to plant seeds of love where there is hatred." Through the cross, we are strengthened to stand firm in the face of evil and death, because we are certain that death and sin do not have the final word, but life does.
On Easter, the tomb was empty. Jesus rose to new life, defeating the powers of sin and death. Maybe that's why this church, which in English is named for the tomb of Jesus, has another name in Arabic, the Church of Resurrection. With this name, the Palestinian Church says, remember that Easter is coming, and remember that we are here.